Welcome to our channel, where we explore cybersecurity, technology, and the evolving world of digital protection. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating concept that sounds like something straight out of a spy movie: red team versus blue team.
I want you to just imagine for a second a massive company. They are holding millions of dollars in highly sensitive data. Picture thousands of employees relying on critical systems running every single day just to keep the business afloat. Now imagine the absolute paralyzing fear of someone silently breaking into that organization, completely bypassing every single safeguard. It sounds terrifying, right? The potential fallout would be absolutely massive. But here is the twist. This time, the attackers infiltrating the network are not criminals. Not at all. They are actually highly trained cybersecurity professionals, actively and intentionally testing the company's defenses.
Okay, let's dive into this explainer and take a look at the cyber battlefield.
First up, Section 2, Red Team, the attackers.
So what exactly do these teams do? Well, let's start with the offensive side of this strategy. A red team is a specialized group of cybersecurity pros who simulate real-world, highly sophisticated attacks against an organization. Basically, these are the folks whose entire job is to discover critical weaknesses before the real attackers ever get the chance to. Their mission is remarkably simple but incredibly challenging: find the gaps. Red team members are explicitly trained to think exactly like malicious hackers. I mean, they use the same tools, the same tactics, and that same relentless persistence. But the absolutely crucial point here is that their goal is not to damage systems or steal actual data. Instead, they use these advanced hacker techniques to rigorously test security controls, uncover hidden vulnerabilities, and accurately measure how well an organization can actually defend itself under fire.
Looking at these 5 slices here, you can see the specific areas targeted during these intensive attack simulations. To get a true measure of an organization's defense, a red team will probe every conceivable entry point. They might test network security by trying to breach the firewalls, or application security by exploiting software bugs. But they also go after the human element, testing employee awareness with some incredibly convincing phishing emails. They will even evaluate physical security, perhaps literally trying to walk right into a secure server room. Finally, they trigger incident response capabilities. The goal is to aggressively expose the weaknesses in every single one of these targets so they can provide actionable, concrete recommendations to improve overall security.
Which brings us to Section 3, Blue Team, the defenders.
Because, an attack is really only half the story. Let's shift our focus to the other side of the equation, the defenders. The blue team is fully responsible for protecting the organization, actively trying to stop the red team from breaking through. These are your vigilant security professionals who monitor systems, detect threats, investigate suspicious activities, and respond to cyber incidents in real time. It is a high-pressure environment for sure. They are constantly analyzing an absolute flood of security alerts, investigating potential active attacks, and strengthening security controls on the fly just to prevent a full-scale breach. So, while the red team tries everything in their arsenal to break through the defenses, the blue team works tirelessly around the clock to spot them and stop them. To maintain this secure perimeter, the blue team relies on a specific and highly advanced arsenal of tools, which you can see listed right here. They are constantly utilizing comprehensive security monitoring platforms to watch network traffic and deploying rapid threat detection systems to spot anomalies. They configure robust firewalls to block unauthorized access and manage advanced endpoint protection solutions to secure every single laptop, server, and mobile device connected to the network.
Now for Section 4. United for improving cybersecurity. We've reached the real narrative climax of our explainer here, because while these two groups look like complete opponents locked in a fierce digital battle, the truth is, they share a single unified mission: improving cybersecurity. The energy during these simulations is absolutely incredible. A red team performs a controlled, stealthy attack simulation, and the blue team responds exactly as if it were a real, live threat. It's a high-stakes, real-world stress test for the entire organization, pushing both the technology and the people to their absolute limits to forge a stronger defense. And the most important part of this entire process happens right after the dust settles: the post-exercise debrief. After the simulated attack, both teams sit down at the same table and analyze exactly what happened to make the organization stronger. This beautifully illustrates that breakdown. On the left, notice how the red team transparently explains exactly how they gained access, what hidden weaknesses they discovered, and which specific security controls failed to stop them. Meanwhile, over on the right, the blue team reviews their own performance, analyzing how quickly they detected the malicious activity, how effectively they responded to the breach, and what immediate improvements are needed in their protocols. This incredibly detailed, collaborative breakdown is what truly fortifies an organization against real cyber threats.
This natural evolution brings us to Section 5, the purple team concept.
As cyber threats have grown in complexity, this process has naturally evolved. We've moved beyond just isolated teams acting independently to something much more integrated, bringing both sides together in real time. Modern cybersecurity has introduced the concept of the purple team. Purple teaming focuses on the continuous collaboration and open information sharing between red and blue teams throughout the entire security exercise. Instead of keeping information totally separate and acting like adversaries until the very end of the test, both teams work hand in hand throughout the entire process. This highly integrated approach is a real game changer. It leads to much faster learning, far better communication, and dramatically stronger security defenses. It helps organizations continuously adapt and improve their defensive capabilities right there on the fly.
Finally, Section 6, Preparing for Real Threats.
So we have to ask ourselves, why does all of this matter right now? Well, cyber attacks are becoming more advanced, more automated, and more destructive every single year. Simple prevention alone, just building a taller digital wall, is simply no longer enough. To create a stronger, truly resilient strategy, organizations must regularly test their defenses and understand exactly how they would respond during a real chaotic attack. Red teams provide the critical, unvarnished attacker perspective. Blue teams provide the essential, real-time defender perspective. By actively combining both of these viewpoints through regular, rigorous defense testing, organizations are able to adapt quickly and create an ultimate, highly resilient cybersecurity strategy that can withstand tomorrow's threats.
The cybersecurity world is a constant battle between attackers looking for opportunities and defenders protecting valuable information. Red teams and blue teams help organizations prepare before a real threat appears. If you want to learn more about cybersecurity, professional certifications, and security training programs, visit ihqsecurityconsultancy.com. Thank you for watching. If you found this explainer valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cybersecurity insights, technology explanations, and professional security content. Ask yourself, if a red team attacked your organization today, would your blue team be ready?